So by now you understand the concept of taking legs of an order, assigning them to manifests, and assigning drivers and equipment to those manifests. So I showed you in the previous video how to do that from here because it was just the simplest way to do that. Now I want to introduce you to the planning module. The planning module consists of two sections, the manifest section and the legs section. So what I do is I right click on the orders list and I select open link in new tab. You're going to do that twice. The reason why you do that twice is because you want to go to the first tab, hover your cursor over the planning module, and open up the manifest module. And then on the legs module, you're going to go do the same thing. On the third tab, sorry, you're going to go do the same thing, but open up the legs module. So now I have three tabs open: the orders list, the manifest module, and the legs module. You probably have another monitor, or at least two monitors. And if you do, one of the things I suggest you do is take the legs module and drag that tab out so that it can now be moved to a different monitor. So let's pretend I have two monitors now. I'm going to slide back and forth between the two. The legs module is on one monitor and the manifest module is on the other. So the only concept I want to introduce you to now is how the legs and the manifest module work in order for you to dispatch. We're going to talk about the setting up of these modules to optimize for your kind of dispatching later, but for now I just want you to understand the basic idea. So the basic idea is that the manifest module are going to show you all of the manifests that are in different stages. So for example, Jerry's manifest is currently in a planning status, and Frank's manifest is moving because Frank has completed one of two stops and Jerry hasn't actually been dispatched this manifest yet. So the manifest module shows you drivers and equipment and a high-level summary of the manifest, of what's been added to the manifest. In the legs module, you can think of that as your to-do list. So the legs module represents, of course, movements that you have to assign to drivers. So for example, if I click on this order, I'm going to click anywhere in this row. It actually gives me a preview of the order. So this is the order, and it's picking up at Palo Alto, and it's going to Sparks, Nevada. And we can see here that this order has two legs, and the leg that I clicked on is the pickup leg. So we can see that this is the pickup leg for that particular order. Now let's say I'm looking at my manifest module, and let's say I determine that this is the perfect move for driver Jerry's manifest. So I can see Jerry's manifest is manifest 008. His name is assigned to it. So let's say I'm now ready to assign this leg to that manifest. What you would do is you would simply click the checkbox and then click Add to Manifest. From the window that appears, what you are going to be presented with is a list of all the manifests that have a start date that matches the current date. So there's not a lot of manifests right now, so Jerry's is the only one, so you can see it. But I want you to understand that you can also search for Jerry's manifest. You can search for Jerry's manifest by the manifest number. So I can put in 008. And it's going to bring me back the manifest. I can search by Jerry's name. It'll bring back Jerry's manifest. And there's a third way, actually, which is using the manifest nickname. So I want to show you that. So I'm going to go into this manifest. While the manifest is in a planning status, you can give it a nickname. So I'm going to call this the Nevada Run. Nevada Run 1. Maybe you've got multiple drivers going to Nevada every day and you want to differentiate them. So if I go back to the manifest module, we can see that driver Jerry's manifest now has a nickname, Nevada Run 1. So if I come back to the legs module and I say, okay, let's add this to a manifest, and I want to add it to the Nevada Run 1, I can click search and it's going to bring me back this manifest. So if I want to add this leg to that manifest now, I'm going to click on the circle, or you can click anywhere actually, then select add to manifest. And now what this is doing is it's taking that leg and it's adding it to this manifest so that now I see that it's been added. So before, this manifest didn't have one of the pickups that you see here that's now going to deliver to Nevada. So if I go back to the legs module now, you're going to see that that pickup leg is gone. It's no longer there, and that's because I've just assigned it to driver Jerry's manifest. So the idea is now, as you are refreshing the driver's manifest, and it refreshes, by the way, when you click this button or when you click any of the filters, and we'll get into filtering later. But now we can see that driver Jerry's manifest, it used to have 2 stops, now it has 3 stops, and the amount of freight that's on the manifest has been increased as well. So that's the basic idea of taking legs and assigning them to manifests.